Welcome back to the IRTV studio, where it's my great pleasure to be joined by Laurel from Klarna, sponsor of our Top 500 for Europe. So Laurel, in case there's anyone who doesn't know about you, tell us a bit about you and Klarna.
Yeah, Klarna, we do three things: pay now, pay later, and slice it. Pay now, online checkout, facilitation of immediate transactions via card and payment services. Pay later is what we're known for. It allows people to buy goods and pay for them 30 days later. Try before you buy. It's a form of invoice. And then we also do slice it, which is consumer finance. Allows people to buy goods in installments.
Great. Now, when we were doing our research on the Top 500, one of the big areas is about seamless payment. Being able to buy anywhere with any type of payment, any device, etc., etc. But what we're seeing is that everybody's adopting that bit by bit, where the real buzz has been around pay later. So tell us a bit about the uptake of that and where that's being used well.
Yeah, so we see a lot of traction in fashion retailers in particular, because it allows you to turn your sitting room into a fitting room. Where pay later is available in the checkout, we see 1 in 3 shoppers now choosing to use pay later, and the usage of it in the UK over the past few months has increased 5-fold. So usage is taking off. We're gaining 25,000 new users of pay later per week.
And are you seeing those users then using it across multiple retailers? We
do. There's a lot of overlap in some of our merchant portfolio. So we see people using it, for example, on ASOS, and then they'll also use it on Topshop. And then the great thing about Klarna is that once you use us, we remember you. So the repeat purchases are much easier, one click across our entire merchant network.
And again, so back to that seamlessness. Now, many years ago, when I used to be selling things in fashion, then people would just try it on at home anyway and return it later. So now we're permissioning people to spread the purchase and also return. Are you seeing that's impacting return rates or not?
So what we see, the evidence that we have, is that people are buying more things with pay later, and yeah, maybe they're returning a few more things, but they're ultimately keeping more things. So all in all, the merchant is coming out ahead. I also challenge retailers to kind of think about what returns are. Stop looking at returns as a bad thing. It's another way to interact with your customer. Do returns well, offer them a great service like pay later, and you're going to have their loyalty forever.
Absolutely. Now, in terms of across Europe, is there a difference in the adoption rates by country, or is it by industry?
I guess from a country perspective, a lot of it is that they were familiar with the idea of pay later for a long time. Like in Germany, it's quite popular. In the Netherlands, in Sweden, where we kind of made it happen. But the idea of paying with a card online was a long time ago, a little bit unheard of.
Yeah.
And this was invented to fill that gap. So it has more traction. But here in the UK, we've always been using cards. So pay later has been a little bit harder to sell because it's new and unusual.
Yeah.
But we've been able to kind of capture shoppers' imaginations with it. So I think that's really worked out well.
Well, because of the membership thing, once you have that customer, then it's onwards and upwards from there.
Yep.
So look, 3 products, cracking on with those. Anything new, interesting, exciting for 2019 you want to share with us?
We got a lot of new retailers coming on board in the UK. We just signed H&M to a global deal, announced that
Congratulations.
just a few days ago. So very exciting. Lots of work to do to make sure that goes totally smoothly. And we've got some partnerships with some other payments industry players that are coming up. So
Excellent.
A lot of exciting things going on.
Good. Well, one of the things we're predicting is that after a couple of years of what I call optimizing in payments, where we all got the idea, we just have to get better at it, there's so many interesting things, whether it's AI, open banking, IoT, new payment methods, mobile. It's going to be a really interesting time in payments in the coming year. So looking forward to hearing more and also to continuing our work on the Top 500. Do make sure you get your own copy in time for Christmas. So Lauren, thanks so much for joining me.
Great. Thank you, Ian.
Thank you.